OSI layer. Okay, so we have a different models are there, network models. OSI is also a network model, like a TCP, IP, Apple Talk, SPX. Okay, novel netware. These are all network models, network protocol suites. What is network protocol suite? So when you are communicating from your PC to other PC, other PC to our PC, okay, how it should go? Like I want to send a packet. So how to send? I'm receiving it. How to receive? So both are there, right? So different models are there. And this is the another model is OSI model. But OSI model is not used anywhere. OSI model is a reference model. OSI means Open System Interconnect. It contains 7 layers. So if you want to create a new network or you want to understand the existing network, you want to troubleshoot the network related issues, OSI is more helpful. OSI is more helpful. Even in a ping command, I told if you are getting destination host not reachable or request timed out, both are problems. So which area problem? So which problem it is? Okay, is a physical connectivity, or it can be an IP address related issue, or it can be a firewall related issue, right? So physical network, physical related, or a network related, or it can be a firewall related issue. Same thing, if you are getting any trouble in the network, so you can understand the issue by using the OSI layers. It is a standard model. It is a reference model, 7-layer model, and it is a standard model. It is standardized by ISO, International Organization for Standardization. IEEE 802, all these networking related. For example, your Ethernet, Wi-Fi, all these things comes under all your Ethernet protocols comes under 802. IEEE 802. 802.3 represent Ethernet. 802.3 represent Ethernet. 802.11 represent Wi-Fi network. So I will show. I want 802 dot. It is 3 is already there. So what is this? It's Ethernet standards. In 802 standards, Ethernet standards. 802.11 is a Wi-Fi wireless LAN related standards. All wireless you can see if you have a Wi-Fi router or maybe you purchase a mobile. There is some indication 802.11a, 8b, c, g, d like that. So you can see these kind of things also. Okay, it's just supporting each A, B, C, D. Those are all represent different speeds. Okay, so it is B, A like this. Okay, so I'm not going details. Just I want to show you. So what is the meaning of this A, B, G, N? What is A? What is B? What is E? Kind of stuff. It's a speed, data transmission speed. Okay, so 802.3 means regular wide Ethernet. 802.11 represent Wi-Fi. In which ways? Open system interconnect having a 7 layers. Okay. Application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. Okay. Application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. It is a 7 layers from 7 to 1 layer numbers. So why it is a reverse order? So of course there's certain reason is also there. But some people, when they are studying in academies or maybe in coaching centers or maybe like that, they may study it in another way. It means instead of 7 to 1, they may study it 1 to 7 also. So if I ask a question, what is a OSI layer? They will start like a physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, or application layer. Which one is correct? 7 to 1 or 1 to 7? Okay, both are correct, guys. Both are correct. Okay, so I'm not saying like a 7 to 1 is correct or 1 to 7 is correct. Okay, because when I'm studying it, how I remember, how I practice, how can you understand based on that, it is there. But originally say 7 to 1 is more correct. They are 1 to 7. But generally people think like first of all 1, then 2, then 3. So people will read like that. But both are correct, guys. Okay. So here it is again, application layer, presentation layer, session layer. Okay. These 3 layers called as a top layers or upper layers and software layers. Network layer, data link layer, physical layer. These 3 layers, we call it as a bottom layers, hardware layers. See, by that time you can understand. But whether you tell from 7 to 1 or 1 to 7, guys, do not interchange the layers. Do not interchange the layers. First is like a application layer, physical layer, and then session layer, network layer, transport layer. Like do not interchange the layers. Okay. So tell the layers either it is 7 to 1 or 1 to 7. Practice in only one way only. Do not practice in 2 ways. Okay. In starting. Now I can tell about both orders 7 to 1, 1 to 7 order without seeing it. Okay. Okay. So this is about the 7 layers, guys. The first 3 are upper layers, software layers. Bottom 3 are hardware layers and bottom layers, of course. The fourth one is that is not transport layer is a heart of OSI layer end-to-end connectivity. It is neither software or hardware. It is somewhere it is located. Before I'm going to explain about a application layer from, so I want to tell about small part because this is also related to the application layer. Yeah, how to remember these 7 layers? OSI layer. Answer is what is the OSI layer? Open system interconnect. It is a reference model, 7 layer model. It contains 7 layers, right? Application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. How to remember all 7? Practice. Keep reading, keep telling, you will remember. Keep understanding each and every layer, at least 2-3 points about each and every layer. That is the best way to remember all layers. If you cannot able to remember all 7 layers, even you read it for 2-3 times by heart it, no problem. First of all, start by heading the 7 layers. Okay. Anything, guys, you have a like here also we have a protocols and port numbers. People will tell like no, don't by heart it. First understand it. Yes, of course. understand it. But you people will give not more time for a reading, understanding and all. If you give time, you'll remember. If you don't give, you don't remember, even you don't understand it. So first of all, by heart it. By heart. Try to remember by heart it. Then you can start understanding one by one. Okay, you can do that one. So we'll go to that. Okay, so that is the 7 layers. Next, each layer we have to explain. So then I'm going to explain, and this is also explanation as a part of application layer, but I separated it. Okay, just to understand. Guys, protocols and port numbers are very important in the networking. We are all communicating using a IP address, right? So to address to someone, to tell like a to address, from address is required. Like we need an IP address in this address, like destination required an IP address, source required an IP address. Right? Want to write a letter to someone. Okay, so you need an address, right? So whatever it is, you need an address. So like that, we need an IP address to communicate, and we need a connectivity. Whether it is wired or wireless, we need a connectivity to communicate. Right? That is 2 points. What is the third point? Yes, you have a connection and you have an address. Then how we'll understand what kind of communication it is. Right? For example, we are all know how to write a leave letter, right? So very better way, right? A lot of people are excellent in the writing leave letters also. You write a leave letter to whom? You write to address, and what is your request, right? So to the class teacher, to the principal, request for a leave for a 2 days, and the reason. What is your request? Leave. What is your request? Leave. So letter is a main body. The address is right? Address part is yes, to whom you are, and what is your request? You put in a subject. This is my request, leave request. Then you will put another matter, right? Same thing. Same thing, like you write to the parents or a father, mother, request for a leave from your parenting. Can you write like that, right? We don't do that once, right? Not required writing a leave letter for a parent, right? So that is different. To whom you are asking leave? So in a college you are there, so college to your principal. And maybe if you are working in an organization, then you write to your reporting manager, request for a leave for the next 2 days. Because you are not feeling well, or maybe you have to attend some place. Okay, something like that. You'll write request for a leave. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to say is, guys, you have a destination and you send a packet, and destination should understand what is your requirement, what is the packet for, and destination replies according to that one. Or for example, here we talk in a server and client type. There is a web server. I'm sending a request, HTTP request. So it is HTTPS request, of course. 1 second. Like it is HTTP request, FTP request, SMTP request, POP3 IMAP request, NTP request, LDAP request, SSH request, TELNET request, RDP request, okay, SMTP request, ICMP request. These are all protocols. Why I'm telling request? Because You send a protocol with your packet, so then server, the destination, understand what is your request and it will give response. Here it is, I given a diagram, guys. There is a computer PCA and server A is a web server. It is a web server having a web pages. PCA sending a HTTP request for accessing a web page. For example, so I'm opening a w3schools.com. Can you see HTTP or HTTPS? I send a HTTPS request to the w3schools.com. So w3schools.com server understand my request and giving this web page. And if in case, though, in case I'm sending a ping request, it will give ping reply only. I'm sending a ping request, then you'll give some ping related reply only. ICMP protocol request, ICMP related response only it will send. For example, I am trying to connect with FTP. Instead of HTTP, I am trying to use FTP. Okay. Of course, it is not changing, but instead of FTP, yeah, it is showing like it is open internet connection. Even if I click on here, nothing will work. Okay. So this is FTP request. Okay. Just for uploading and downloading data, then it is FTP request. FTP server, if it is a FTP server, I send a FTP request, then I will get a FTP related response. I will upload and download the data. SMTP protocol used for sending mails. Guys, again, this is the PCA sending a HTTP request to web server. Web server is HTTP. So then it understand your HTTP request and give HTTP response. That's it. Again, PCA send a SMTP request, means mail sending request to web server. So web server is not mail server, right? Web server is not a mail server. Web server request work based on HTTP. Mail server request works based on SMTP POP3 IMAP. So it dropped the packet. As I said, so when you are communicating, what is your request? What is your data? What is your packet? So we'll understand by protocol. Type of communication is defined by protocol. Type of communication. Is it a web related communication or file upload download or mail related communication? It a time synchronization related or authentication related, or maybe it is a remote access related. It's a type of communication. Protocols defines what type of communication between source and destination. So simply to understand. Every protocol has their own port number. There is a reserved port numbers for a certain protocols, and of course, port numbers are represented protocol. Okay, it's a fixed port numbers. Okay, like HTTP, HTTPS, both are for a web communication, web page access. 80 and 443. Nowadays, we are all using a HTTPS only, not HTTP. HTTP also using, but that website I forget. Okay, so all are HTTPS only. Difference between HTTP HTTPS is HTTPS is encrypted data. Means when I'm sending and receiving a data, okay, you can see data is send and receive. The data is in encrypted format. Data is encrypted format. Data is we are sending. Either we should clear this one, I think. Otherwise, I will do it like this. No, not like this. Just you refresh this. We don't know w3schools.com IP address. 192.229. Anything you see? Who is this 52 part? I don't understand. A fresh one it is. So it's okay, leave it. So just give a lot of information, we don't get it. Okay guys, whatever it is, the data in this page, for example, I'm open something like a JavaScript. Okay, so this is contains the data, right? If I'm using HTTP, data can be same like a no encryption and all. If someone is trying to see the source and destination, what they are sending data is what is the data is transmitting from this particular source to particular destination, so they can read what is the data you are transmitting and receiving. Okay, but if you are using HTTPS, what are the data you are transmitting from your PC to destination, it is all encrypted. Mainly HTTPS must be used for mail communication and this login type communications. This is also login type communication, right? Mail communications, securities, banking. Bank data is there, very sensitive data. If they use HTTP, all banks will all accounts will be hacked very easily. Okay, so data should be transmitted in the encrypted form. So people does not know what is the data in this one. Okay, this is a common data, guys. But if in case something like I have filled this one, so something there is a filler is there. Okay, I put some data in last example, nothing. So usually like they'll give some blanks like a exam type. So you put data in it. The data, entire data is encrypted. Even that is data also encrypted. So what's our it is, guys? HTTP means plain text format, web related protocol, web access protocol. HTTPS is a web access protocol, but encrypted format, secure. HTTPS is a secure than HTTP. Why
Sir, is
secure?
there
Over SSL. Yeah, tell
uh,
me.
any example of HTTP means we are using uh, any example about HTTP?
All our HTTP yes only we are getting.
Yes.
Maximum HTTP sites are almost all people are not given. There is a HTTP websites also there, but currently, yeah, we can create new website also. We can access with the HTTP protocol kind of stuff also possible. I have my own web servers also there, but where it is also not a good time. Even if you open a
Means
Gmail,
HTTP is not in use right now, right?
people are using it, but very limited. For example, I want to create my own website. It is a basically it is HTTP site only. Okay, like I want to create my own website, a domain I want to create, HTTP colon something. But that is not preferable. Again, I have to pay a little bit extra to get a HTTPS only. Okay, basically we can create a website with HTTP kind of stuff. It is something HTTP. It is showing like that, but it will convert back to the HTTPS again. It's a short form, but it is HTTPS. And one more, guys, never use this link kind of stuff. Friends will share a link. No, if someone is sharing a random person a link, maybe you think it is a dangerous one. That is good one. Okay, that is like you think it is a dangerous one. But sometimes our relatives or friends, well-known people, genuine people send a certain links. You open the link, you will get a 50% discount on this product, then you can go for it. It is very dangerous links. Short links, tiny links are usually dangerous links. Until unless you are genuinely thorough with that links. Okay, so that is also important. But why this is attracting me? 32,000, 32,000, 33,000, not 32,000. Starting range 26,000. Is it mobile phone or anything? You can buy one at least small laptop. If I go to 8 GB, then it is 28,000. With charger, without charger, also we don't know. That too, it is 8. What is the processor? 870, not 877. But it is Snapdragon 5Z chipset. Okay. Yeah, point is that one. Any which ways, guys. Yeah, HTTP sites. We can have HTTP site, but currently I don't have HTTP site. I have, but it will take time. Okay, so maybe if any possibility, I will try next time. Okay, so we will don't go to another point. Okay, FTP. FTP 2021 port number file transfer protocol used to upload or download a files. There is an application I have that is called a FileZilla. Here it is an application used to different applications are there. Like we are using a web access through web browser, right? We are using web browser to web access. You want to upload or download a file, you can use FileZilla, WinSCP, like this. These are applications we can use to upload and download files from remote PC. So here they use SCP protocol, but you can use different protocols like FTP. SFTP means secure file transfer protocol. SFTP, FTP with encryption, without encryption. See, no encryption, port number is 21. With encryption 990. Implicit, explicit. Okay, so different points are there. Okay, uh, Amazon S3 bucket. This is an application used for multiple things. Okay, I am closing this one. Okay, here also host means remote server, username, password, port number, quick connect. Then you will be able to connect the remote server. You can upload and download the files using a FTP protocol. Okay, guys. So understand the application also protocol and port number use. SSH remote access with encryption. SSH telnet both are CLI based remote access. CLI based remote access. Like this, CLI based remote access. Okay, we can access remote PC. So like this, you'll connect remote server, a remote SSH server. You can access remote SSH server using command lines. You can configure, do work with it, and exit. Not required to go to the server. Same go for a telnet. But difference is telnet is not encrypted, SSH is encrypted. RDP, remote desktop protocol. So I have a RDP. I have a remote server or a remote system. I open MS TSC. Okay, so this is remote desktop connection. Give the remote machine IP address, username, then click connect. It asks for a password, give the password. It verifies with certification. Once we are connected, we can view the remote system desktop environment. Okay, so of course you can work on it. You can do it. Like for example, I have to install some application in it. So I can connect remotely. I can do it. That is a remote desktop connection. RDP protocol. Next, SMTP POP3 IMAP. I want to send and receive a mail. We use a protocol called SMTP, POP3 and IMAP. So SMTP protocol used to send mail. Is used to send mail. These two protocols are used to receive or retrieve mail from mail server. Okay, this is also for a retrieve or a receive mail. Like it is a pull type, means you'll take it. This is a kind of push type, means you send a mail. Using SMTP protocol. You receive a mail like an incoming mail server. Okay. This is outgoing. Okay. This is outgoing. This is incoming. Okay. So sending a mail, receiving a mail, or retrieving a mail, you can use it. Incoming mails. So port number like this. SMTP POP3 IMAP version 4. Of course, encrypted formats also there with different port numbers. SMTP 25, POP3 110, IMAP 143.
Sir, what port number indicates?
It is a port number. These are reserved port numbers for protocols. Okay. When you are communicating, instead of telling this is the protocol, we tell only this is the port number. Just numerical, easy to convert into the binary. So there is a reserved port numbers are there. Some are adjusted port numbers also there. Different port number. That is different, but these are reserved port numbers. Numerical representation of a protocol. So when you are communicating, instead of telling HTTP, I will tell 80. Instead of telling SMTP, I will tell 25. Okay, for our understanding, it is. For system understanding, port numbers. Very good. Okay. TFTP 69. Okay. TFTP, Trivial File Transfer Protocol for remote configuration, upload, download, configuration files, backup. That is TFTP, Trivial File Transfer Protocol. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, port number 6768. So assign an IP address to the clients automatically. DNS is like a port number is 53, give IP address of a domain or a host to the client. NTP, so whatever it is, what I'm saying, guys, you are getting an IP address to your mobile phone or a laptop from your Wi-Fi. So using DHCP protocol. All communications with IP address, but when I open this w3schools.com or youtube.com or facebook.com, but I don't know the IP address of these .coms, right? I don't know the IP address of this one. Who is giving the IP address? DNS server. Who is giving IP address of that particular domains or a host in the domain? So that is a DNS server using DNS protocol. NTP, Network Time Protocol. Network Time Protocol. It is synchronize your date and time with a remote date and time server. I will show you, like here it is. Go to adjust date and time. There is a time server. You can see time.windows.com. See time.windows.com. It's synchronized with this time.windows.com through internet. So we are not assigning manually. When you are connected to internet, automatically time will update it from here. Okay. Of course, we have a once it is setted, it run by your BIOS chip only. Run by BIOS chip only. Okay. But even your BIOS chip also not updating or maybe any connection. Whenever you are needed some adjustment, so we can adjust with the NTP. So NTP is Network Time Protocol. Synchronize the time with the server to host. Kerberos and LDAP are authentication protocols. Kerberos and LDAP are authentication protocol. Kerberos mainly used in Microsoft Active Directory. Both LDAP also used in Active Directory. But LDAP is a more like a open protocol used in different places for authentication. Like you want to log in, so you put a username and password. Someone should tell this is the correct username and password, right? Who will tell, verify that one? Authentication protocols like a Kerberos, LDAP, CHAP, PAP kind of stuff. SNMP. So we have to monitor. We have to monitor when you are required a monitoring your infrastructure. You have a desktops, laptops, servers, storage devices, network components, right? So you want to monitor all the devices, whether it is on, not on kind of stuff. We can use a protocol is helpful protocol is SNMP protocol, Simple Network Management Protocol, used in a monitoring 161, 162. Okay, not only these guys, there are a lot of protocols and there are having lot of port numbers also there. But frequently used protocols and port numbers are given on this one. Okay, so here it is HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, SSH, TELNET, RDP, SMTP, POP3, IMAP version 4, TFTP, DHCP, DNS, NTP, Kerberos, LDAP, and SNTP. Even if you are unable to remember all, at least try 5 to 6, 7, 8, as much as you found. Must be more than 5 to 6. Compulsory HTTP. HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, SSH, TELNET, SMTP, POP3, IMAP, DHCP, DNS. Okay. NTP is very easy. NTP is very easy. If you understand what is NTP, then it is very easy also. SNMP. These are important. All are important, Even you can skip few things. You can skip like more easy. For more easy, mail is very important, guys. SMTP, POP3, IMAP. Why? Because you have a Outlook configuration. So Outlook is a mail client. So we can send and receive a mails using this Outlook application. Okay. So as an application wise, also I'm telling guys, web related access we can do with the web browser. File related access like FTP related things we do with the FTP related application like a FileZilla kind of stuff. SSH and TELNET we can use Boutique as an application. Okay. No problem. Okay. SSH and Telnet can use putty kind of application or a simple command prompt also. Okay. RDP, so we use MSTCS like Microsoft Terminal Server connections. Remote desktop applications are there. Using that we can able to connect it. Mail communication, you can use the Outlook kind of application to send and receive mails. And we use a protocol called SMTP, POP3 and IMAP. Okay, so you are getting an IP address from your DHCP server, right? And when you type a name for pinging or opening a web browser or anything, you don't have an IP address, but you will get an IP address from DHCP server, sorry, DNS server. So DNS servers using DNS protocol giving you an IP address of your google.com or facebook.com or a youtube.com IP addresses, right? DHCP server will give you an IP address. It configure IP address to your device, to your mobile phone or laptop or desktop. DHCP server configuring IP address to your device using DHCP protocol. Dynamic host configuration protocol, domain name system, network time protocol. What is network time protocol? It synchronizes the time based on your time zone, based on what time zone you are selected. I think I closed that one, no problem. Based on the what time zone you are selected, so you will get that time. Kerberos, LDAP are authentication protocols. SNMP. So when user is trying to log into the device, so someone has to authenticate username, password. Those are authentication protocols. Some are Kerberos and LDAP. SNMP used for a monitoring purpose, simple network management protocol. Not only these protocol guys, ICMP protocol is there. So many protocols are there. Okay, these are the list. Sad thing is we are not more discussed today. Only I discussed the last one, but I told about last class. I told about commands, guys. Compulsory check the command list. You are already having this PPT. Go for networking commands. Second one is protocols and port numbers. Okay, of course, we have a explanation of OSI layer. Actually, I want to complete OSI layer and IP addresses today, but at least I will try to complete this thing. Okay, guys, first layer is application layer. Application layer is all about a application. It can be a server application or it can be a client-side application. Like as I said, web browser, web access, web browser. At web server side, it is a web server using different application like a Microsoft Internet Information Service, IIS, HTTPD, Tomcat, like that. So they are using their own NGIX, that is web server application at web server side, client application at client side. That is dealing application layer, deal with the application and protocol, applications and protocols. and the port number, of course. Outlook is a mail client, and there is a mail server. Of course, there is an application like a mail client application is Outlook here in my PC, but my server is Microsoft Exchange server or Zimbra server, Squirrel Mail server, Dovecot server. So mail server application, mail client application. Putty apps. Putty is also a client application like a SSH client, Telnet client. Okay, in a client side. Server side, there is a SSH server, Telnet server from server side. Okay, so FTP, like a FileZilla is one of the application, Qt FTP, WinSCP already assured, and there is a web server, FTP server, RDP, MS, TCS kind of stuff, like that, guys. Application, dealing with the application in a both client side applications, server side applications, and protocols we use it. Which application, which protocol? This is application layer. Presentation layer, encoding, decoding of a data. Data can be in a plain text format. Data may have a pictures. In a data, like when you are transmitting data, the data have a simple text format or HTML format or maybe in a PDF format. You upload and download a data, right? PDF files, right? Pictures, videos, you're streaming. You're streaming means it is a video format. Whatever the data format it is, it convert into ASCII format. That is called encoding, decoding at presentation. Compression and decompression of data, like you have a data size is bigger, we'll decompress the data to send it. Once you receive, we'll decompress it. We'll encrypt the data and decrypt the data. For example, you are using HTTPS or SSH or SFTP or VSFTP. So while you are transmitting data, we encrypt and send. You know, easy to understand, like to picturize yourself, WhatsApp. What is that WhatsApp feature? End-to-end encryption. End-to-end encryption. You can see data on your WhatsApp application, and when you send a message and at receiving, they will see the message. But in between, while it is you are transmitting data through your WhatsApp, that entire data is encrypted format only, it is forward. Okay, even a WhatsApp server also don't know how to read the data because it is completely encrypted till it will decrypt only at end. That is encryption and decryption, right? Session layer, create a session, maintain a session, terminate a session. Guys, when I open a web page, so when I open a new web page, okay, for example, I'm opening a web page. I have to send a request, right? So when I'm trying to open newly, so I have to send a request. The session will be created. Session automatically created when you are sending a request. I need your web page. Okay, I need your home page. Okay, it is loaded here. It is loaded and completely loaded. Then it will terminate. First of all, when I'm sending a request, I'll create a session. And I will maintain the session till I get the complete page download or download. Then I will terminate the session. Terminate of session, 2-3 ways are there. Means once you are downloaded completely, session is terminated automatically. Second one is, you know, when a new thing is updated, someone is subscribed, I got some bell notification like this automatically. Even I didn't refresh this one. But I got a new notification. Okay. or maybe someone is open one of my pages, so I can see from here. So, or maybe I received a mail. I received a mail. I got like a new mail is showing. But as I said, in a session layer, so we send a request and we received. Once you are got that in your page, session will be completed. Then how new things are coming? You are not sending request again, right? So that's the thing. Your browser will do the request again, like it will refresh your pages again and again. For example, same page I given access to one or two people for writing and reading. Okay, if anybody read, it shows like this symbol, anonymous reading, then some name like that. If with your email ID you are reading, so I will get to know who are reading this one, who are reading this one with email ID if you are reading it. Okay, anonymous reading or with email ID you are reading, I will know it. Okay, but I'm not doing refreshment, right? Just I'm scrolling down, but I'm not doing any refreshment. But how do I know the update? How we know the update? So point is, guys, our system, our browser keeps sending the sessions again request, again refresh request, reload, refresh every interval of time. That's why again new sessions will be created. That's why if you are feel your system is slow or your internet is feeling slow, better to close unused tabs. So I'm not required this tab, then close it. Then unnecessary data transmission, unnecessary load on your RAM will be reduced. Unnecessary process related will be reduced. Okay, number of this data transmissions will be reduced. It reloads. Even you don't know what it will reloads. Okay. Yeah, that is an example, and as I have some other examples of session layer is there, but this is the point. Yeah, of course, any network is interrupted, means your suddenly power cut, internet is disconnected. Your download is there, 100 MB are downloading, 99 MB is downloaded, only 1 MB is left. Internet is disconnected. Even if you connected to different network, different internet, like you from your mobile phone hotspot, you can't continue that remaining download. Okay, the session path is completely different. Okay, so like that, the session related problems also there. Yeah, when you do payments, like I open a website, I want to pay bill. I'm paying a bill, or maybe I went to the Flipkart or Amazon. I typing my card number, phone number, everything. I typed it, then click on pay, and what it will shows when it is payment gateway going on. That's a scrolling one. Okay, do not refresh your page. Do not go back. Wait till complete. If you do refresh, new session. You refresh the page, again it is new session, the old session will be interrupted and payment will be failure. Failure or successful also dilemma condition. But same session cannot be continued, right? New session created, old session is terminated. If it is paid, not paid, we don't know. Because same session wise you are not getting reply. Even you go back or you are do refresh, session will be discontinued. You'll get a new session. So then it is in the dilemma condition, right? So maybe you guys seen that one. Do not refresh. Press back. Okay. How to enforce reloading page browser back button? I don't know what it is. Mine is done. See this? Web page is expiry, submission, resubmission, confirm resubmissions. This is we'll get now. So if you go to refresh kind of stuff, do not do back button. Don't click on a, it's like a payment. And you are do transactions. So it shows like this now. Round, then it is you have to wait till it is completed. So it will tell do not press the back button or don't do refresh the page. Wait till it is completed. Okay, that is a, yeah, it is secure online payment. So you can see this kind of stuff. Pop-up blockers. That is another one anyway. Okay, that is about your session layer, guys. Next one is transport layer. So sad. Key layers are there. So I will complete transport layer and all. Just give me a 10 minutes, guys. Okay. Next one is a transport layer, guys. In transport layer, data will be chopped. Data will be cut into small pieces. Data is there. It will cut into the small parts. Because of entire huge amount of data, you cannot send it because at receiving, if it is unable to receive complete data, a data is corrupted while it is from source to destination. Again, you have to send. Instead of that one, you better to cut the data into small pieces. That process we call it as a segmenting. And we put a numbering on it. See, it is hello, how are you? And we are putting a sequence number on it. This is for our understanding. Really how it is look like, that is not a matter. So it is for our understanding. So this transport layer also do the error correction. Error correction means how it is. We send a packet. These 4 packets I sent from source to destination. At a destination, I received. At a destination, I received first one, second one, and fourth one. Not third one. So source understand. I send first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. First is received, second is received, third is received. Sorry, fourth is received, right? 1, 2, 4 is received. How I know? They will send an acknowledgement. Destination send an acknowledgement. Based on that, source understand first packet, second packet, fourth packet is received by destination. Okay. So third packet, we didn't receive any acknowledgement. Then it will send a third packet. So this is first point in a error correction. So we know what part of data is missing. And we didn't receive that packet, it means source will send that particular packet only. Instead of sending entire data, we can that particular packet only it can able to send it. That part only it can able to send it because of segmenting. Now we received a packet 1, 2, 4. Now 3 also received. Pattern is changes. What is the first one? Hello, how you are. But it will rearrange this pattern again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, how are you? Because of numbering and sequencing. So that is the error correction. So we didn't receive a packet. Destination source knows we didn't receive based on the acknowledgement, and source will send the packet again. First point. Second point is once destination received that all the packets, they will rearrange entire data. They will rearrange entirely. Okay. So that is our error correction second point. Multiplexing and demultiplexing of protocols. So it is TCP. This is UDP. Guys, TCP type protocols are there. UDP type protocols are there. TCP type protocol. Normally, what is TCP, what is UDP? People will talk, but I am talking about a TCP type protocols. Many pictures. We can go to this. It is showing some TCP IP type. So no. Okay, it's no problem. Guys, you have a protocol. We have seen some protocols. Each protocol represent a certain service related, like it is a web related, or maybe mail related, or maybe file upload download related, or maybe monitoring related, or time synchronization related, or IP address assignment related, or maybe IP address telling related. So what I'm saying, HTTP, SMTP, FTP, SNMP, DHCP, DNS, okay, anything. We have seen the protocols. In that protocol, some are a TCP type protocol, some are UDP, some are both. Okay. So TCP type protocols behavior is acknowledgement based behavior. It means whenever you send a packet, destination received your packet, then destination will send an acknowledgement to you. Same as I said here, same way, TCP type protocols behavior is you are sending a packet. If it is a TCP type protocol, your packet will send to destination. Destination received it. Then destination will give an acknowledgement. The source understand, yes, destination received a packet. So I send a packet, destination received it, and destination send an acknowledgement. So I send a packet, destination is not received or something is happened. We don't know. But I didn't receive any acknowledgement. I didn't receive acknowledgement. So I thought destination not received a third packet. I thought destination not received a third packet, and I will send the third packet again. Means I will send the packet again once I receive an acknowledgement. Yes, I thought it is received. Again, guys, source send a packet to destination. Destination give the acknowledgement for the packet. So source think, yeah, source understand, not think, source understand or confirms destination received a packet. Source send packet to the destination, destination, and source does not receive any acknowledgement for that packet from destination. From destination, source does not receive any acknowledgement packet for that packet. Acknowledgement for that particular packet. So destination think, so source think, destination does not receive this packet. Then it will send the same packet again. Once the source receive acknowledgement for that packet and it confirms, yes, packet is received by destination. So that's why it is called a, these type of TCP type of protocols called a reliable protocols. Connection oriented protocols. Guys, connection oriented does not mean wired or wireless. Connection oriented means it's a mechanism of acknowledgement. Okay, so like a connection oriented means it's a two-way communication. Source send a packet, destination received it and responds with a acknowledgement. That's why it respond with an acknowledgement. That's why it is connection oriented. Another hand, UDP type protocols like a DHCP, DNS, TFTP type protocols. Source and destination. Source send a packet to the destination. Destination received a packet. Source send a packet to the destination. But problem is, source does not know destination received a packet or not. Whether destination can be received a packet or may not be received a packet, but still source does not know destination received a packet. This type of communication we call it as a UDP type communication, non-reliable, no acknowledgement anyway, non-reliable, connectionless protocol. Guys, again, some people will point out connectionless means it is wireless, connection oriented means it is wired. There is no wired and wireless. I am using Wi-Fi, but HTTPS protocol. It is TCP type protocol only. It is a transmission control protocol only. Okay. HTTP is a TCP type protocol, but I'm using Wi-Fi network. So that is a sad thing. Some people give wrong information. Mainly some people, very few people. Okay. So connection oriented, connectionless depends upon it is acknowledgement based. It is not no acknowledgement at all. Okay. So this is TCP UDP multiplexing in transport layer. Means when you are transmitting data, all TCP protocols comes under TCP bracket, all UDP protocols comes under UDP. TCP means HTTP, FTP, all are TCP protocol. DHCP, DNS, TFTP, example for UDP. Take 2-3 examples for each. Flow control, windowing. So guys, when you are sending a packet from source to destination, your source can able to send a very high speed. For example, this is 1 Gbps. This is 100 Mbps speed. This Ethernet is 100 Mbps. This is 1 Gbps. I can send more packets, but I cannot receive more packets. So you have to estimate how much destination can able to receive the packet per second. So based on that only I will send it. If I send like a 1 Gbps, what will happen? Data will be damaged. So a lot of data, destination cannot receive your data on time. So then data is lost. Again, you have to send it. That is the problem. Okay, guys. Point is here, whatever the data in your layer, okay, whether it is your representation layer, application layer, or session layer, transport layer, or network layer, data link layer, or a physical layer. Whatever the layer it is, whatever the form of data, the data we call it as a PDU, packet data unit. Simple form is packet data unit. The data in the layer we call it as a packet data unit. The transport layer, so what are the data from earlier, like encrypted data, session, compressed data, segmented data, whatever it is, data is we call it as a PDU. And added with this TCP header, then total packet we call it as a segment. From transport layer, we are getting segment. We are getting a segment. So segmenting, numbering, protocols, TCP, UDP kind of stuff will be added to your PDU. So that is a segment. This segment is going to network layer. Okay, like this. So the network layer got this segment. Okay, it adds routed protocols and routing protocols. Routed protocols means different type of routed protocols are there. IPX, SPX kind of stuff. I'm not talking about it. Guys, we never seen in generally those kind of stuff. We are all using TCP IP protocol suite and we are all using IP addresses. Mostly IPv4, in some places IPv6. Okay. Depends upon the network. That's it. So it will add your source IP address, destination IP address. The last time I explained ERPA kind of stuff, right? When you are sending a packet, the packet in that one, so source IP address and destination IP, like a from address to address. This thing will be added to your segment, so that total PDU we call it as a packet. The packet will be sent to the data link layer. And routed protocol means IP address. Routing protocols means our dynamic routing protocols like a RIP, IGRP, OSPF, BGP, EGP kind of stuff. Okay. Important is routing information will be added here as a network header to the segment, and source IP address, destination IP address will be added to our segment. So your packet contains source IP and destination IP address. Like I'm pinging to someone, both my IP address and destination IP address also will be added. This is the originally packet. So this packet sent to data link layer. In data link layer having a two sub layers. One is LLC, another one is MAC. Logical link control. Guys, logical link control is basically WAN protocols. When you are communicating in a LAN communication, this layer is not useful. In LAN, generally we don't require LLC. In WAN communication, so we use a WAN protocols. Whether it is a small size network or it is a very large network. Okay, LAN and MAN does not matter. It is use a WAN protocol, it is a WAN network. You don't use WAN protocol, it is a LAN network. Very simple. Very simple. LLC, when you are communicate through WAN communication, we use WAN protocol, thus comes under LLC layer. Like a PPP, SDLC, frame relay, MPLS, these are all WAN connecting protocols. Okay. Next one is MAC address. Of course, in data link layer, it is also comes with a MAC address. Media access control, data header. Okay. So of course, you know the MAC address. It is 48-bit represented in 12 hexadecimal. Not required to tell again. It is a 48-bit in number. A 12 hexadecimal number it is. Okay. It is a permanent address, physical address. Is a permanent physical address given by manufacturer of NIC. So for your packet or a packet data unit from network layer, source MAC address, destination MAC address, if in case any PPP information that will be also added like WAN protocol information added, ignore that one. So source MAC address, destination MAC address added to packet, packet already having source IP, destination IP. And CRC will be added as a tail. What is CRC? Cyclic redundancy check. It check for errors. Like a data is good, data is corrupted at the destination. When packet is received at the destination, first CRC will verify data is good or data is corrupted. So error checking. Okay, error checking done by data link layer. Error correction done by transport layer. So error checking is possible in a data link layer. So because of CRC, cyclic redundancy check, that is an algorithm to check data. The total data we call the total PDU we call it as a frame. Frame means source MAC address, destination MAC address, and packet and plus CRC is called a frame. Okay, these frames enter the physical layer. The physical layer convert this frame into bit stream. Bit stream means 0 and 1s, binary code. Next, physical layer means I am using Wi-Fi network. Maybe I will use wired network. Maybe I will use fiber optical type cables. Depends upon the way of my connectivity. It convert into the signals like a electrical signal, a radio signal, or a light wave. Depends upon my physical media to connect the network, right? So I'm using Wi-Fi, it is radio signal, 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz, different signals are then we use the radio signal to connect. If I have a wired connection, if I connect with my Ethernet, UTP, STP, RJ45 connector, it's a regular electrical signal. Okay, we don't have fiber channels on laptops. So maybe if it is a server kind of stuff, built-in server, there is a host bus controller like a fiber channel, NIC is also there. Then it is a light wave connector. Okay, guys. So last point here, source IP, destination IP. So when you are communicating from your source to destination, PCA to PCB, first packet travel from application. See here it is, I'm pinging or I'm doing SSH or a TELNET, whatever it is, that CMD command line, this is my application. I open a web site. That is an application. Web browser is an application here. And I use a protocols or a commands to send a request. That is an application layer, right? Next, presentation layer, compression, encryption, and encoding. That is encoding, compression, encryption. That is a presentation layer. So when I am sending, right, session ID will be created. Next, we do segmenting the data, chop into small pieces, okay, and do all the TCP UDP work. Okay, then a segment will be created. Segment sent to the network layer. That source IP, destination IP added to segment, then it become packet. The packet sent to the data link layer, source IP, MAC address, source MAC address, destination MAC address plus CRC will be added to the packet, then it become frame. The frame convert to bit stream. Bit stream is converted into electrical signal, radio signal and all. For example, I connected so PCA and PCB with wire. Then it is an electrical signal, right? That signal is received at a PCB. Okay. So physical layer, that Ethernet received our electrical signal. Convert your electrical signal to bit stream to frame. The frame is given to data link layer. So data link layer check the MAC address of source and destination, like A's MAC address, B's MAC address, and CRC. Verify the data for any data errors. Okay, you do error checking. If everything is good, so it keep aside like MAC addresses and extract the packet from it. Send a packet to that network layer. In network layer, it will verify this A's IP address, B's IP address, and B's IP address is correct, destination IP is correct, means it accept the packet, otherwise it drop the packet. And it note down like a source IP and source MAC address, like A's IP address, A's MAC address, and map into ARP table. And finally we got a segment, the segment sent to transport layer. It check the sequence number on a TCP UDP protocol. It do all extractions, and further data I will send it to the further layers. Session layer verify the what session and kind of stuff. Save the session ID till the completion of data reply. Means A received a data back, so it save the session. Presentation layer will do encrypt into decryption, compress to decompression, means decryption, decompression, encoding, decoding, right? Decode the data. Finally, we have our final data sent to the application layer. Application layer verifies what protocol you are at. It is a ICMP, echo reply kind of stuff. Okay. So what it is? Yes, it is a ping request. Yes, we have to do ping related reply. So echo reply, and it will send again. Same thing like a echo reply, encryption, encoding, compression, encryption, session ID, check mark, like, okay, same session ID. So then transport layer, TCP, UDP, all the segmenting part, and source IP here, source IP B, destination is A, will add it to your segment, then it is become packet, and MAC address of B as a source, destination MAC address is A's MAC address, and CRC will be added to your packet, then it is frame sent to the physical layer, and then it is converted into bit stream to electrical signal go to APC physical layer. Again, same up and down. Okay guys, that's why I've written from top to bottom, bottom to top, both are correct. Top to bottom, bottom to top. See here, A to B, at A, top to bottom, at B, bottom to top. Okay guys, understand what is OSI layer? So this is what I explained about a ping, right? Ping command. This is the commands we use in the network. Compulsory check that those things also. Okay, IP config related, trace RT related. TCP UDP, IP OSI layer and TCP IP comparison. Guys, application layer, presentation layer, session layer. These three layers combinedly we can call it as an application layer. Transport layer is transport layer. Network layer is here internet layer. Physical layer and data link layer. Physical layer and data link layer combinedly we call it as a network access layer. I said in OSI, physical layer is hub, data link layer device is switch, network layer device is router. But where is NIC? Your LAN cards is a physical layer or data link layer. Physical layer means physical connectivity, no MAC address. MAC address in data link layer, physical connectivity is in physical layer. Okay, so TCP IP, as per that one, your NIC is network access layer. Exactly, say it is a layer to layer 1 combination. It's a network access layer. Okay, that's it for today, guys. So I will tell about IP address and OSL layer wise troubleshooting. Network troubleshooting also we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. Please read daily, guys. And please do not be very silent. Today we speak, guys. That is little bit speaking also good. But you better to be communicate. If you are not communicate, I don't understand, you don't understand also. Okay.